What's up, everyone? Hello. I'm back. I haven't made a video in 2 weeks, bro. Like this. And then last week I played this game, Duet Night Abyss. I like the game, actually. I haven't played it since, I'm only gonna play it, recording it for YouTube. And I think I'm gonna continue that one. I'm gonna continue that gameplay. But, occasionally or whatever. But I enjoyed the game. But anyways, hope all of you are doing awesome. If you asked, how are you? I'm pretty good, actually, because good news, I got a job. Finally, bro. I start December 22nd. I was with my dad where he works. That was the highest chance I got to, my best shot at getting a job was to work where he's working. Because how he got in was because of a friend, and they all know each other, and that's just so important to get into a job, a referral from somebody else. So yeah, and then the interview went smooth, honestly. The guy who interviewed me, it was a guy and a woman, and it was chill. It was like, I wasn't nervous. You know why? Because, look, what it says right here. Wait, read it up. I don't know, in the video it will appear probably sideways. Like, faith over fear. Because God's with me, and I already said it in other videos, but he took the fear away, man. He took that fear away, and I went on that interview. It was just like a normal conversation. But it's like also the interviewer, depending on how they speak, it was just psychological questions, like just what are your weaknesses, and in the end I did mention that, it's like, what is one thing that you forgave, when is one time that you forgave someone, in specifically it's like in the workplace, but they're like, they know that I don't have that much job experience. So it was like in school, it could be personal. Like, I had to skip that question because I was like really thinking, I'm like, what do I say to that? And then after we were done the other questions, it was like 7 questions or something. And then he was like, okay, let's go back. What is a time that you forgave someone or something like that? And then I was like, I forgave my mom because before, when I was playing games all day, and I was just a disrespectful person. So that's a moment that I forgave her about, not recently. And then I was like, I 100%, like, I always forgive God. Like, I ask for forgiveness. Like, every day I apologize to God for the sins that I've committed, because that I commit that today and yesterday and before, you know what I mean? But I know that that's already in the past. I'm a new creation, so it's like, but I still have to forgive because I sin every day. I still do things that knowingly sometimes, But that's how it is, and it's a journey. It's a journey, and I'll continue to walk this path. But today, the title of this video is gonna be like story time / I'm talking about something. So in the title, I'll make it story time number 2, because I already posted that one story time, that me outside. I was talking about when I went on that trip and I met my ex-girlfriend. But then this one is gonna be DPDR. That's like the abbreviation for depersonalization and derealization. So if you don't know what that is, search it up. Okay. No, but I'll kind of explain, like, just like as simple as I can. It's basically just, it's kind of like not a mental illness, but like it's a way of, right, dealing with trauma that you've went in the past. So let's just say you have childhood trauma, you have any type of trauma, which normally, we all went through something bad at some point in our lives that could trigger this mental reaction, I guess you would say, how your brain copes with that pain, with that suffering. It wants to, help you out. So basically, it gives you this. This could be a side effect, if you were say, a reaction to your brain, reacting to that situation. So there's like I watched a video before this, but it's like there's a difference between depersonalization and derealization. Depersonalization is more like you feel disconnected from your body and your emotions. So it feels like I'm here, I'm talking, right? I'm talking. I know I'm talking. I know I'm recording this video. But it seems off. It seems like I'm watching like myself from afar. It feels like I'm not me. I'm not attached to my own body. But I'm here, right? How do I describe that? Like, you feel disconnected from your body and from what the things that you do. It just in general, you feel empty. I guess that's how I would describe it. And this video also said that you can forget things, memories, which I struggle with retaining information. At least recently, I feel like there's a lot I've been thinking about, a lot going on, and I feel like I struggle with retaining information, absolutely. And it's hard because I'm gonna do something soon, and I really need to retain the information that they provide me. So it's like, it's hard at the same time because, bro, someone could be having a conversation with me, and if someone else is talking over there, I could black out. Like, what I mean is I could completely, like, she could still be talking to me, she or he could still be talking to me, and I just don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. Like, I know you're saying words, but I can't even retain anything you're saying. Like, my attention span. And I know that's related to me gaming a lot every single day. It could be, 8-10 hours the whole day, night. I'm taking up my sleep time, but instead, I'm playing games, and I know that really affected my attention span. But I know over time we start to heal, and it's already been a while since I've been, it's been almost a year, actually. January of this year, that's when I sold my PS4. That's when I stopped excessively gaming. And I stopped gaming for a while. I actually didn't play anything at all. Until, now in my YouTube channel where I occasionally play. Which, that's not gonna, affect my attention span when I occasionally, I haven't played since that day, that video, and before that, like, for up to a month, So it's like, no, it's already been a year. Like, I should feel a bit more, my attention span better and all that. But, it's not just about gaming that affects your attention span. You know what I mean? But just a lot going on in your head and also affect you retaining information. So, yeah, basically, the story time is that, right, I remember all of a sudden I was talking to someone, yesterday? 2 days ago? I was somewhere, I was talking to someone. I already have conversations with her. And very meaningful conversations, which I've never had with anybody, honestly. So basically, I ended up telling her that I felt this feeling. I felt off. And then all of a sudden I remembered when I was a kid, like, I don't know, I was probably 9, years old, 10 years old, 11, around that age. And I remember feeling this feeling of being detached from the world, which depersonalization. I felt because right, I know that derealization is like the world feels fake, more like your surroundings are blurry. It could be blurry, it could be off, and you feel like, what's going on here? What is this? But you, not you specifically. So I would say I have derealization. So it's more like I'm off. Like, what's happening? Like, I'm here. This is me. Type thing. And so I was a kid. I was like around that age, right? 7 to 11, something like that. I actually like told my mom, like, I had that feeling for a while. I've been having it for a while. And during that time, it was like peak during that time, like highest. Like I really felt like it bothered me. Like, what's going on with me? Something wrong with me. And I told my mom. And I was like, I want to go to the hospital or something, like get this checked out. What's going on with me here? I think there's something wrong with me. And then she was scared and all that. We went. And I remember, like, some guy, right, the doctor, whatever, he was, checking me out, and he's like asking me some questions. I don't remember. I just remember seeing his face and him, like, right there, and then him saying, everything's fine. He's just fine. And then I felt like my mom felt relieved, but I didn't, because I was like, so everything's fine, but why do I feel like this? This is not fine because I didn't feel like this before. And then after that, I just moved on, and then it went away. It went away, actually, and then, after a bit, after, I know it went away, but then it came back, and then it went away. Like, it could be like that. It could be either, permanent or temporary. Normally it's temporary, but if it's permanent, that's very rare, but it's possible that, depending how many traumatic events or whatever, how your brain reacts, it could just happen. But for me, I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I reacted like that. Like, I don't have, like, I mean, I guess you would say, like, my dad wasn't in the picture when I was younger. And the one traumatic event that I experienced when I was younger is just him leaving. And I was like 6 or 7, and I remember that. So, yeah, it is traumatic. That is a traumatic event. But that's the only thing that I went through, right? And everything else was fine. I was always with my mom. She always took care of me. Everything was nice. Everything was great. Thanks to the Lord. But I reacted that way all of a sudden. During that age, too. Like, at that age, I was doing fine. I was just gaming and whatever. I was like, But then I got that all of a sudden. But then it went away, right? I was fine for a while. And then I got it back maybe when I was like 13, 14. For a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. And then I don't know if I would say like 17 or 16, 17 recently, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, I would say. I don't know if I did. With, my ex-girlfriend and all that. With her, yeah, there has been moments where, a lot of stuff happened. Like, how do I explain? Like, I can't really specifically say it here on YouTube, but there's one moment where, yeah, it was traumatic, and I was crying, and I didn't know how to, respond, but I'm not sure if I don't think I did get that for a while. It hasn't been a while since I felt that feeling. And then, or maybe I did. I don't know. I can't tell you 100%, but I think I did for just a little bit, maybe a week or something. when I broke up with her and I left my friend, and I felt that for, which, you know, of course, traumatic event right there. And then now, recently, I've been feeling just disconnected from myself emotionally. I feel like emotionally, right? Actually, like, right, I had this conversation with my friend 2 days ago, and then another friend messaged me, what, yesterday, you know, saying, I think it was yesterday, whatever. I responded today though, and you know, she was saying that don't push yourself. Of course, I get it. I'm getting a job, and I don't want, you know, I want to push myself to my limit and all that. And say, you know, I was just telling her I'm doing pretty good spiritually and mentally, or spiritually and physically. I said spiritually and physically. And then she said, "What about emotionally?" I thought that because 2 days ago I literally had this conversation with another friend that mental state emotionally feel numb. I told her that I emotionally feel numb, and I felt this, like, you might see me laugh, like, this is where I express myself the most. I've never expressed myself like this much in person. I don't, not really. But even me, you know, laughing here, having a good time, because I am. I can just tell you right now, I am. Whenever I laugh here, it's not like I'm faking it. But I can tell you that it doesn't feel the same like how it did years ago when I was a kid, before, you know, those things. Or, you know, when I actually felt present, um grounded here. And I actually, when I laughed, um I felt it. Like, that makes sense. Like, now I laugh, I feel it, but I don't know how to describe it. I really don't. It's like I feel it, but I don't. It's like it's empty at the same time. It's empty, and that's kind of depressing to say, but yeah, it's I don't know. Like, this is really getting me thinking too, because I wanted to record. It's been a while, and I don't like not recording for a while. And I had something to talk about, and it's a story time, so it can go on that playlist. So story time was, you know, when I was a kid, I experienced that and those things, and I would say that yeah, that, like, yes, I know it has been temporary in my life, thanks to the Lord, right? But it's very sometimes I think, like, I don't want that to happen right now when I have to focus on these things. Like, I'm getting a job, I'm doing something else. I have to focus on those things. Like, now I really have to lock in. Like, I'm about to start more serious, you know, stuff in my life, more a job. Like, I really had to, like, I had to wake up in the morning early and get everything ready and go to work, and you know what I mean? And I need to retain information, because they're gonna train me and do this right, do that right, and then if it feels a little annoying, but I know that God is always with me. He's helping me carry my cross towards Him, and like, that's what's making it possible for me to get a job, to me to do that or do this and continue. He's the one that's he's the only one that's really, like, telling me to keep going and helping me. If not, then, bro, I gave up. I would have gave up when I broke up with my ex. When I left my friend, I would have gave up right there. But no, no, I can't let go. I told my friend on Monday, that if there's one thing that I want you to remember about this conversation, because we had like an hour or something conversation, just never let go. Never let go of God, even in the worst moment. Never let go. Never let go. And that's how I've been, and it's been working out for me. It's been helping me so much, emotionally too. He everything, not just like literally. Whenever I do exercise, it's because of him. Like, he's giving me the strength to do that. Whenever I do anything, when I went to that interview, he gave me that strength to be confident in who I am. I wasn't nervous because I was confident, because God gave me that confidence, bro. I don't need to. He gave me that confidence to record, like, to start recording for YouTube. That's why I have this channel with 60 plus videos. He gave me the confidence. He could do the same thing for you, okay? So, these are just earbuds, man. These earbuds, this is JLab. What type? JLab? Go Air Pop. I use these last, bro. This reminds me of last year, 2024, bro. Yeah, in the summertime, I was riding my bike because I didn't move here yet, but I was here. I was half summer I was in PR, and half summer I was here, and it was like a time where I was like getting used to being here. Like, my mom wanted me to like, she agreed on me coming here for the other half of the summer so I can get used to it and learn the area. My goodness. To get to know the area more and how I feel living here. And yeah, I like it. It was a good time, man. It was a good time. Yeah. Girl, at that time I was still playing Genshin. I remember I played Genshin here. I remember I got Navia. Yo. I remember I'd eat ice cream, right? Ice cream, like vanilla ice cream, and then I'd crush a cone, like, the ice cream cone. I'd crush it in there and I'd mix it, bro. It was so good. Oh my! And at that time, bro, now I'm sad because at that time, right? I don't know if I think I did, or that's another story time, or I did. I'm talking too much. In the beginning of this year, February of 2025, I actually had a surgery, and during that same month that I broke up my ass and all of that, bro, it was crazy. I'm pretty sure that was literally the day before. It was the day before that we broke up. Like, I'm serious. I had a surgery in my nose, bro. A nasal cyst. I had a cyst in my nose, and it was decently big. So they were like, it can become thankfully, it wasn't cancerous. So, but it can lead to that or other problems or whatever, And I remember when I would do exercise to stretch or whatever, and I'd feel like pressure. Whenever I'm like this, I'd feel pressure like in my nose, like there, because that cyst was like my mucus was accumulating there and was stuck like all the way back. Like, bro, I couldn't just blow it out or something. It was like, so they're like, it was this nose, the left one, pretty sure, yeah. So I got the surgery and very easy, healing. They just, took that out, cleaned all that up, and I was good. Oh, bro, I was waking up from anesthesia, and wait, this is like 2-in-1 story, whatever. I like to make long videos, but I woke up from anesthesia, and oh my goodness, I was shaking. Like, I remember it was a bald guy, bro. No offense or anything, but it was a bald guy that was the one taking care of me. That's post surgery recovery period where you're literally wake up from anesthesia and you feel like you're in a different world, bro. And waking up, bro, and then I see him. He's moving me to the other one, to the other the stretcher, right, or whatever. And then And then I was bro, I was shaking, and I couldn't speak, bro. It's crazy. Like, you wake up from anesthesia, and you, it's like you want to speak, but you can't. You're like, you don't not speak. Like, I don't know. At least that's how I react to it. I think normally other people also do. Because that's why the doctor's like, oh, you want this? And then you normally like shake your head because you're just in drugs, bro, on drugs. And then I was just shaking, bro. Bro, it was so cold. And then he was like, oh, you cold? Okay. He put a warm blanket, bro. It was so warm. And then my mom got there. And then, bro, I started shaking even more. Oh, that's so funny. I was shaking in my bro. She got so scared. Like, she was gonna faint. Oh my goodness. And then I was like trying to tell her I'm okay, but I couldn't speak. And then she was calling my sister, and at that moment she was she was about to faint. Oh my goodness. And then, bro, he literally put another blanket on me, and I was still shaking. I had like 3 blankets on me, and I was shaking. I was like just freezing. And then I don't really remember after that until the anesthesia wore off, and I was in that room, recovery room, whatever. And then after that, you can go home. Basically, they take you on the wheelchair, and you're out. So I don't know if I said. Now I'm curious. I don't know if I said like anything odd, like anything, like admitted anything, because those things happen where you're on anesthesia and you speak your mind, basically. I don't know if I did. I think I asked my mom. She said no, you didn't. And at that time, all that was going on. Like, I wasn't doing good, bro. And then I woke up. I remember, no. And then I went to sleep. Everything was fine, Then no pain or anything. It was simple surgery, at least. And yeah, I remember looking in the mirror, just blood there, and then I couldn't blow my nose, but I had to spray. I used a spray, and whatever medication, and my goodness, what was I gonna say? Okay, and everything was fine. I mean, yeah, I. Oh my goodness. I think at that time, my ex-girlfriend sent a message. That was literally the last message. The last message that she sent, and I was just like, are you serious? Whatever. And then, that's it. I think my last message was like, that's weird. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. That was the last thing I said. And then she said, I know, or okay, something like that. And that's it. The end of that. Bro. My goodness. Yeah, and that all happened when I was post-surgery, recovering. And then, okay. And then, after a few weeks, I recovered just fine. It was simple surgery, thanks to the Lord, right? And okay, I just started realizing that when I would eat, it just wouldn't taste the same. Like, I still taste it, but very, it went down by a lot. And then okay, then I went to ENT, ear, nose, and throat. That's where I had to go, ENT, and to follow up, after the surgery. He's like, I told him I don't for some reason my sense of taste, it's not the same anymore. He's like, okay, that's weird. He thought that it would get better after the surgery. He actually told me that, and then he's like, okay, you should just give it more time, because it takes some time. It takes time at times. And I was like, okay. A month passed, same. 2 months passed, same. 6 months passed, same. and sometimes things can just be permanent. So yeah, my sense of taste pretty much like it cut off half, because okay, my surgery was in the left nose. Pretty much that nose just, man, no sense of taste, basically. Bro, it's not the same. So I was like saying that last summer I would eat that ice cream, bro. It would taste, oh my goodness, because that was before the surgery. Oh wow, food was so much tastier. Now, not it's still tasty, yes, but it's not that explosion taste. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, it's good. That's so sad, man. That's so sad. Whatever, I can't complain. You know, people have it worse. You know, imagine not having an arm. No, take away both of my. Wait. Yeah. Well, take away my whole sense of taste. I'd rather have 2 hands, 2 legs. I'm blessed by God. Like, but yeah, I don't know what, bro. I was just doing this, and I was like, oh, remember the last, and then I had a whole story going. You see, like the simplest thing, and oh look, this is a book I've been reading. I put it on the link on my other video when I mentioned it. On the duet night of it, the last video. So Lisa Scotto line after Anna. And it's decently, how many pages? Yo, don't spoil me though. Yo, 390 pages. I'm on page 239. I'm on chapter 52 now. Bro. It's that's a whole different video. When I finish the book, I should just make a video about it. But it does contain like abuse in it, like, because it's this guy on trial and all that, and it's very, you know, descriptive, because it's literally the trial. Like, I'm talking about the PFA and all that that the girl filed, and man, it's like, yeah, it hurts to read at times, but it's a good book, man. It's a good book. Anyways, yeah, this video was about depersonalization, derealization, a Storytime 2-in-1, pretty much, or 3-in-1. I don't even know, man. Yeah, I feel that way. Maybe I might post another video kind of describing it more or something. But yeah, it's mainly just to talk about it, because it's a little bit, you know. Yes, I feel that way. I can tell you right now that I feel that way right now, actually, where I feel off. But you know, doing these grounding techniques where I feel more connected. Look, I'm expressing myself. I feel better, and I know that God is with me, and I'll be fine. You know what I mean? So I guess this video can be for you too, a friend, that you're the one that told me, how do you feel emotionally? And I guess that's my response to you. 33-minute, but I guess that's my response to you, where I'm fine, but just that, it's a little off. But I can't just take it away, you know what I mean? But all I can do is deal with it the right way. And I will, and I am. With God, He'll help me deal with it, you know what I mean? Help me in anything. And I know that. And I'm already feeling better. So, guys, you know, I pause the video for a second if you want, like, just speak with God for, just a few minutes. Wait. Oh, sorry. Because I gotta work at 12, but it's 10:05. Pause the video, and speak to God for a few minutes. Just spend that silent moment with Him, and, you know, really think, like, really ask, like, how am I doing? You know what I mean? How am I? What's going on that's, you know, stressing me out? What's going on that, what am I missing? And, He'll help you through all of it. He might not answer immediately, but, He for sure will give you an answer eventually, and even then he's listening. He's right there in that moment. You're speaking to him at that moment. He's listening to you, and he is giving you that comfort in knowing that he's there, and that's just very special. That's one of the most special, like one of the most important things to know is that he's there with you at all times. Just knowing that can carry you so far in life. It could carry you into the end. That's at least, in my opinion, right? So again, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I love you guys, but never forget that God loves you infinitely. He died for you, and do everything for the glory of God. Amen.